Intellivision dude here, and I'm gonna mess with the multimeter once again. But before I do that, I was gonna let everybody know that I'm in no hurry to get this fixed. I mean, I have my Intellivision Model 1, so I have a way to play my games. So getting this fixed is not, the biggest priority. It doesn't have to be now. It doesn't have to be right away. I mean, I might mess with it some more, or if anybody has any more advice, that's cool too. This is something that could be done now, later, somewhere down the line. But for now, I'm just going to mess around and see what I can do. But I thought I'd show you some things here. These things here, I don't know what they're called, but let's see if I can focus in on one of them here. These things here can give readings too, I noticed, on the multimeter. I set the multimeter to the diode setting, where in the video where I found where this guy was using this exact model of multimeter to test the batteries, afterwards he said you can set it to that setting there, and you can just check the connection of wires to see if it's getting a connection or something like that, I believe. I'm still all new to this, so this is still kind of foreign to me. But I noticed that if I do touch those things, that they do give a reading. I don't know if I'm blocking the shadow here or not. Let's see here. You can see the multimeter jumping all around there. And I believe I did find the fuse. I don't know if I can't really focus here, but it is this thing right here. That is the fuse. And it says 2A on it, but it's labeled fuse on the motherboard itself in small letters there that you might be able to make out through the camera. You can see part of the F and the SE next to it there. It might show up there on the camera. But if I just do it, if I put this on the fuse with the console plugged in, I don't get a reading at all. There's just nothing. No change. It just still says 1 on it. See, I'm still kind of new also as to all the settings on this thing. I'm not really understanding everything. I know the DCV is for the DC volt, the ACV is for the AC volt, and I don't know what this one over here is for the 1.5 and 9 volt, and over here is DCA, I don't know what that is, 10A, HFE, and these over here, there's all kinds of different settings and things on here, and I don't know what I should have it on for each individual thing. But back to the fuse thing. When I plug the system in to the wall, not attempting to turn it on because it still doesn't turn on, but I actually got a reading off the fuse. But at the same time getting the reading, a spark jumped up, which I said, uh-oh. I was thinking to myself, if I didn't already blow the fuse before, maybe I blew it then. But just to be on the safe side, I took another reading, and I still got a reading from the fuse. I know that might not mean anything at all. That I don't know if that means anything to tell if it's still good or a bad fuse. Narox, I think, told me that taking the fuse off and doing some kind of test could determine if it's a good or bad fuse. But the fuse is soldered right to the board, and I'm still kind of scared and about using the soldering iron and doing stuff like that, especially since I don't have the proper equipment. I know you should have, what do they call those things, a soldering bulb, or the other piece that you can suck up the excess solder. I don't have all that stuff. I just have a cheap soldering iron that just loosens the solder, and that's it. But still, I'd be afraid to do that anyway. I don't think there's another way to get that fuse off there without doing so. I don't believe. So, I don't know what to do next, but like I said, I'm in no hurry. You know, I'll mess with it here, I'll mess with it there. Or who knows what I'll do with this in the future. Like I said, maybe I'll sell it or give it away to somebody down the road. Or maybe I'll trade it to somebody down the road. Or maybe I'll get it fixed down the road. I don't really know right now, but all kinds of options are available. So I guess that's the end of this video. So thanks for watching.